and whenever they get ill or sick, they call Ibn Sina. That's not all. Ibn Sina was also a great thinker, just like you. Maths, science, physics. So these are our inspirations, and inshallah, we will be becoming like them. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I'm so happy that I have brought a story for you, and I have written this story for my son Sayyid Ahmad Ali, who is in grade 3 and 9 years old, and he's just like you, always curious and always eager to know and learn about the world and things around him. Today I'm going to share a famous story about Ibn Sina, who was the greatest scientist in the Islamic history, and who was not only a smart doctor, but he was a great philosopher as well. Ibn Sina. This story is about a young boy who was born in the year 980 in the city of Bukhara, which is now part of Uzbekistan. I really want to visit Uzbekistan now. His mother, Sitara, played an important role in his upbringing, encouraging his passion for learning. And Ibn Sina's father, was a respected governor in his hometown of Bukhara. He played a significant role in Ibn Sina's upbringing, providing him with the best education and by supporting his efforts and hard work. During his childhood, he was a very intelligent kid. He was curious to learn new good things. At the age of 10, he had memorized the Quran and getting excellence in subjects like maths and logics. Once upon a time, he got so sick that he wasn't able to attend school for so long, so he borrowed books from a local merchant and continued learning at home. What does that mean? That he did not waste his time on screen, on phone, on laptops. So I know I'm just kidding. There were no screens at that time, but he utilized his time staying at home by learning and by studying. He did not want to go outside to play and to use foul language and to waste his time with the loser friends. He preferred to learn at home with the books he borrowed from the merchant. When he became a teenager, he got very famous and well known because of his knowledge and understanding on different subjects, especially medicine and philosophy. When he turned 18, he cured the Amir of Bukhara, a very rich person of Bukhara, and from that, he cured his severe illness. Now, people in the city and rulers from the neighboring country got to know about this event. They started talking about Ibn Sina, and whenever they get ill or sick, they call Ibn Sina. This way, Ibn Sina became a super smart doctor in the Islamic history. He wrote many books on human body, that how it works and about its illnesses. Also, he discovered new medicines. But you know what? That's not all. Ibn Sina was also a great thinker, just like you. He deeply thinks and creates big questions like how the world works and what it all means, what's the solar system, how planets work, how they are rotating in their orbits. So he used to think about that. And sometimes he thinks why the color of the leaf is green, how it get turned yellow or orange after a few months. These are the questions he always thinks about. This way, Ibn Sina became a greatest scientist and philosopher of his time and is really well known by the modern scientists and doctors of today's world. Ibn Sina's purpose of sharing this story is to know about our greatest scholars and about our greatest doctors and philosophers who shared their part in the history of medicine, philosophy, maths, science, physics. So these are our inspirations, and inshallah, we will be becoming like them, and we will work so hard to become a smart individual just like them. I hope you like this story. Please do like, share, and comment, and tell me what other stories you want me to write next. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.